right now, everyone that thinks that they have a nice PC flipping business, including myself, maybe you're flipping PCs on Java, flipping PCs through Instagram, whatever you're doing. We're about to see hopefully we're about to see a major turnaround of the industry where we don't know how consumers are going to act once GPUs become readily available again. So right now, PC flippers have a huge advantage to selling their completed gaming PCs simply because they have the GPU in there. Your average consumer that has like searched like for a couple minutes on Newegg and have realized that they can't easily buy a GPU, they're going to resort to a pre-built guy or gal who sells their PCs with a GPU, and they're just going to go down that route because they don't even want to search for the graphics card. That's a huge advantage right now. But that's about to change, where if it starts to become well known that graphics cards are getting cheaper and cheaper and easier to buy, I'm very interested to see how that affects PC flippers. And I have a feeling it's going to expose some PC flippers who aren't actually skilled, but they're getting away with selling their builds simply because they have that graphics card. So it's one of the things that I'm actually looking forward to because I want to like kind of like test myself. I want to see how others respond to it as well. But when we change from the age of any PC that has a graphics card in it will eventually sell to the point where instead of these one-off builds, you have repeatable builds where you create the template and you can sell them at a consistent price, at a consistent profit over and over again because everyone knows that GPUs are easy to buy right now. I'm curious to see who can successfully make that jump and who can't. I'm really, really excited for it, and I hope it happens more. I hope it happens sooner rather than later because like I'm kind of getting worn down about this whole thing. Like it would be really nice if I can create a template like this PC right here and then just buy all of the parts for it 5 more times. And then we can sell 6 of them. You know, I can just like build one on a YouTube video or build one here on a Twitch live stream. And then I have Sam behind the scenes just build 4 or 5 more. And then that template is good enough to make a profit on every single build. Like that's going to be the game once this GPU shortage is over. Right now it's not, but I'm really, really looking forward to when that time comes because I want to see who can make that jump and who can't. I'm really excited about it. Painful at the 10, but he says aesthetics are going to matter 1,000. Yep, exactly. That's definitely a very good point. Like right now, you can get away with sub-meta performance parts. You can get away with sub-optimized aesthetic choices. You can get away with some shady practices right now simply because you have that graphics card in there. Like that's 100% a factor in a lot of people's success. So I'm really excited to see once that doesn't become a factor and you're competing against everybody. Like once everybody has access to every GPU, you're like the competition broadens greatly. You're competing against every single person now. I'm really excited, man. Like I said, that competition is going to be really, really fierce. And it's not hard to beat a pre-built company in terms of aesthetics. Like I've made videos on light gaming PCs. We talked about the artesian builds and whatnot. Like those companies don't know how to make an aesthetic PC at a profit generating price. They just don't know how to do that. Like people like us, boots on the ground, buying these parts every single day. Like we know how to do that. Like that. Like light gaming PCs doesn't make $1,000 build with this performance or this aesthetic at all. But once all of like us third-party pre-built guys, like just like people that have like their own businesses and whatnot, not the big businesses, we are all going to be competing against each other because the GPUs are readily available. Then like that's where your skill is truly going to shine. Whereas right now you might be getting lucky, including myself, for just because you have the graphics card. I'm really excited about it.